say. Okay, welcome back to My Hero Academia Anime Review, episode number 12. This one, reviewing the 52nd episode of the anime, My Hero Academia, which is called Kratos Ultimate Moves, and the newest chapter in the manga, which is chapter 190, the beginning of ... Alright, let's start with this new episode. This episode is adapted from chapters 99 to 101, roughly covering 3 chapters. Now, I do kind of remember what happened to these things. Now, there was one particular moment when, okay, the whole point of this episode is that they have these characters creating their own signature moves. Okay, fine. Yeah, people like, let's see, you have Gravity. You have her basically floating her whole body up in the air, which is something a bit different. And they also have Ingenium, who wants to go probably a little faster. And of course, they even suggested also to improve their costumes. Okay, in the case of, well, some of the other characters now, well, first you see Deku go to the studio thing. Now, I kind of knew what was going to happen because I remember this scene very well from the manga, where they have Gravity and Ingenium when they arrive at the studio, basically the support class. Boom! Door opens and Hiratuma basically falls, jumps, because it blew up. It basically landed right on top of Midoriya with her chest in his face. Wow. Yeah, I do remember that. Oh yeah, despite the fact she does remember them, he completely forgot their names. I kind of not surprised about this because this is the first time this character has actually shown up since the sports festival. Yeah, it's been a while, so not surprising. Though this is her first appearance, and as far as I know, this is by far her only appearance since this particular. When she appears here, after this, as far as I remember, I don't think she reappears after this. No, don't really think so. Oh, yeah, she doesn't reappear ever again. So yeah, so it might be the last time we can see her, but it's great to see her. So her and her teacher, Power Builder, basically work on improving their costumes. Where in the case of Deku, he wants to have braces built for his arms because the arms can't take all the stress anymore. So build braces. Plus, he built some support for his feet as well because they reveal this later on in the episode. Gravity wants a little more update for her face mask, and Ingenium wants more update for his legs. Okay, fine. And they're frequently quoting Thomas Edison of all people in this episode. Yeah, one quote was, "Common sense is for people who are collective," something like that. I don't remember the exact quote, but they quote Thomas Edison twice, which I'm not surprised that they quote Thomas Edison because Thomas Edison was an inventor. Yes, I mean the man who created the first known light bulb. Yep. He didn't technically invent electricity. No, he just started up the light bulb business and he created also the movie projector, well, a early prototype of it that would be improved upon over the course of the next 120 years. Yeah, I mean one of the first ones shown on his projector was in fact the first adaptation of the Frankenstein novel. Yep, fun fact about that. I've never seen 1910 version of Frankenstein, but I heard it's not that bad of a movie. Though it's in black and white, and it's a silent movie. Yeah, from the era of silent films. Yep. So they also mentioned apparently since it's been 4 months since the sports festival, and she apparently is kept busy by making a bunch of stuff like tinkering stuff. I mean, man, this woman keeps busy. And of course, there's some hilarious moments like she puts Deku in a power bodysuit, which hurts after basically using it. Hurts his belly and his back. In the case of Ingenium, hurts his arms. Gravity, surprisingly, she didn't give her anything. But one of the weirdest things she does in this episode is that she fills up Deku. This is before she puts on the power suit. For some reason, yeah. There's something really weird about her. She's developed sort of an interest in Deku, not basically love, more mind you, just someone to improve it. And Power Builder basically has a great line when it comes to her, is that for Ingenium, Deku, and Gravity, that they should treasure their relationship with her. Because she might be called up, they might be they're calling upon her in the future to improve their costumes, or at least prove some kind of tech they need to use. Which I wouldn't be surprised with whenever they graduate. Because after all, heroes need support. Heroes can't basically just make all this stuff by themselves, unless, of course, they're real geniuses. I mean, they're not Batman or any other vigilante. Yeah. And, of course, later on, it's shown that apparently Bakudo got some slight improvements, and no one was surprised because the guy is basically like a star pupil. And let's see, what else? Oh, yeah, part of the thing he busted up was falling off. Looked like it was going to fall. I think it was like on a Racer. I think it was Racerhead or All Might. And then you have Deku just completely out of nowhere and using his feet to smash the piece. Yeah, it was a really good moment. And this whole episode, even though it was a bit of a comedy episode, but it was pure enjoyment at its finest. I know Tevia. I'm sure Tevia just waiting for the dub to come out. Me, a new episode's out, and I'm just basically just gonna jumpstart straight to it. Yep. Yeah, basically the way it is when it comes to this particular series. I would love to continue watching the dub for My Hero Academia versus Funimation is doing the semi-dub thing where even though that they have the dub air one day, they have dub air one day after the sub airs. Where they release anyways. I don't really know why they stopped. Like almost halfway through this season, they stopped this, which is really weird. Excuse me. Yeah. Yeah, they had them stop. I've heard possibly a rumor why they would stop doing this because I guess it takes a lot of work to release these things. And it could be money. That could be the reason why. I mean, Funimation does have a reputation for releasing this stuff pretty much on time. I mean, well, let's see. The last official episode released dubbed. Okay, so apparently they're back doing it. Well, actually, it was the... let's see. Let's see if I can find it here. I don't think that it was this episode today that was... Just trying to look here. Yeah, they basically are right now 2 episodes back right now when it comes to the dub. So Tevia is going to be a little far behind when it comes to catching up the series because he only watches the series dubbed. He doesn't watch the sub. I know my friend Eggers recommended when it comes to Dragon Ball Super, he recommended basically jumping into the sub because, well, he probably ran out of dub episodes. I've done it before myself, so yeah, not the first series this has happened to me where I ran out of dub episodes, so just switch to sub. Because I just want to continue watching the series, see its progression forward. So Tevia is going to basically, I'm going to be about, right now, Tevia is probably about 2 episodes behind, unless of course he watched the past couple episodes for this series. Unless he has. I don't know. But if he just sticks to the dub, that means he's right now 2 episodes behind me right now when it comes to this particular series. Tevia, if you're watching this, if you want to save this later for your watch later thing, because I'm spoiling the episode anyways, go ahead, do it. Because, well, for the first 7 minutes of this review, I'm just spoiling this episode because, well, that's what I do. It's a review. Alright, so great episode. Can't wait for next week. Looks like it's gonna pick up right where this episode left off, but who knows? I get a little confused exactly how long this arc is supposed to last for. Because I look up online, I look up on the actual Wiki page. It looks like it could have been 121, but I know, and all of a sudden another page says it was 114. So it could either be about, as of right now, either 20 more chapters left to adapt, or it could be about 13. So it all depends exactly how long it takes to adapt the remaining chapters. Okay, now let's let's jump to the newest chapter of the manga, 190, the beginning of. The chapter starts off with, well, when I get to the right thing here, starts off with Endeavor, basically still battling a bunch of Nemus. Yeah, he does this pretty much most of the whole chapter, just and everybody is still watching. Yeah, even Shudo, his son, is watching this as well. Yeah, and plus they do the plus ultra power burn. Yeah, that's basically what Endeavor does, and pretty much what you can say for this particular chapter is just basically, from what I can tell, it looks like he's finishing up his fight with the Nemus. Yep, that's simply what this chapter is, and then the chapter ends with return of a character. At the top of my head, this is the first time I've seen him since the Hero Raid arc, and that's Dabi. This guy. Yep. First time since the Hideout Raid arc this guy has been seen. As where the heck this guy has been, no idea. But it's weird that they bring this character back, and this is the first time in some time that he's been seen. I mean, the Hero Raid arc wrapped up with chapter 97, and this is only chapter 190. So it's been almost 100 chapters since we last seen this guy. Yeah. Yeah, it's been like, actually I think it's been like a little over 100 chapters. Yeah, because in the anime, he actually made his last physical appearance in the anime 2 episodes before this current one. Yep, he did. So in the anime, I think it was for the anime itself of like what was the last official chapter this guy appeared in. Yes. I almost forgot to mention for the anime. Yeah, they have a new opening song called Our Story. Yeah, it's a pretty good song. I really do enjoy the previous theme. This one's actually pretty good. They even changed the ending theme as well. I'm a little surprised it took them like halfway through to actually, change the opening theme. So I think that his last official appearance was, if I can find it here. Let's see. I think it might have been episode 49 was his last physical appearance in the series. So I think it might have been like chapter 93. Yeah, it was last aired up before this. Yeah, that was the last physical appearance of Dabi. So that was basically with chapter 90. I think it was, from what I can tell, possibly 93. Yeah, that's when they, pretty much as far as I can tell, that was his last physical appearance in the series. So it's been a good almost 100 chapters since seeing the guy. So it's great to hear that he came back, because he's a pretty interesting character himself. I have heard this is particularly something I thought was a little weird. This article came out yesterday. Apparently, the writer was commenting, like, how much longer can the series go on for? He has stated that he's 2/3 of the way through the manga right now. I'm like, 2/3. So does that mean the series might end soon? Who knows? It just depends exactly what he wants to do. I mean, one thing I praise about the guy is that the covers of like all the entire series, they're actually a nod to basically old Marvel and DC comics from 1980s. We have these like little, like having like the logo in the upper left hand corner, along with what number it is. Yeah, Marvel is kind of bringing that back with the X-Men comics right now. But as far as I know, just that one. There are still some comic books right now that still have the number right in its proper place, but putting like the logo and some characters stuff like that. Yeah, the X-Men Comics, the only one that actually pays tribute to that. The only one, DC, as far as I know, does not. DC, it did bring that back recently, but for Marvel, just the X books. Yeah, so not much else to say. I'm gonna give this chapter roughly a 9 out of 10 because all this chapter is just Endeavor finishes fight with Nemus, everybody watching him, and the return of Dobby. That's basically it. That's all that literally happens in this chapter. This chapter is not very long. It feels like it's about 20 or 30. It feels like it's about 15 pages. It's very short. Indeed. Oh yeah, it is freaking short. Yeah, no wonder why it's short. It's only 15 pages. Yeah, it's very short. I don't really know why in the world that the series decided to take a break last week. I mean, this is not just the anime taking a break. That's not unexpected, but the manga, that's unexpected. One Piece, you kind of expect this every 3 to 4 chapters. My Hero Academia, not really, no. So it's a little odd that both the anime and manga take a week off. I don't know why, but there you go. Otherwise, though, that's really it for this review. Stay tuned. Probably like a little over an hour, I'm going to do my review of the newest chapter of the 7 Deadly Sins. Yep, you'll find out my thoughts on that chapter in my next review, okay? But to see you there. Bye.